Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today we are creating a formal Excel table and also look at its associated benefits. An Excel table is not just any data we capture in Excel data ranges with headings, where from the typesetting perspective, it can be called a table because it has headings, columns and rows, but not a formal or proper Excel table. An Excel table is a named object that allows you to manage its contents independently from the rest of the worksheet. Because it has that capability of handling contents independently, it provides effective ways of analyzing and managing data. Accordingly, let's create one. To create a table, make sure you first select any cell within the dataset. We have three ways of how we can create a table in Excel. The first way is using the Home tab. Click on the Home tab in the ribbon, come to Styles group, then click on Format as Table. It gives you a gallery of design styles, and from here you choose any style by clicking it. It gives you Create Table dialog box, and here Excel automatically detects the range as long as the dataset has no blank columns or rows. Then there is this section, My Table Has Headers. Since our data set already has column headers, we leave it checked and click OK. The second method is using the Insert tab. Click on Insert tab, then in the Tables group, click on Table icon. It also gives you the same Create Table dialog box. The third method is using the keyboard shortcut by pressing Ctrl+T, which also gives you the same Create Table dialog box. So let us use this method. We click OK and it creates a table. To prove that a table has been created, select any cell within the table, come to the ribbon, you should be able to see the Table Design tab. When you click outside the Table Design tab disappears. Click again inside the Table Design comes back. And once you create a table, Excel gives it a default name like Table 1, Table 2, Table 3, and so on. So you as a user, you have to change it and give it a meaningful name. For instance, here our table has been named as Table 4 here in the Properties group. So we are going to change it and give it a different name. To change the name, you make sure you select any cell within the table. Then you come to Design tab, Properties group, then in the table name, delete whatever is there and type the name you want. After, press Enter. And while renaming tables here, you make sure that each table gets a unique name within the workbook. Only use letters, numbers, and underscore character. The table name must begin with a letter or underscore character, and lastly, no spaces or other special characters are allowed. And now that we have created an Excel table, let's look at the benefits involved. The first benefit we have is that once a table is created and you try to scroll vertically, these column headers remain on display by replacing the column labels. So when you try to scroll vertically, you can see that the column headers have replaced the column labels. But when you click outside the table, the column headers disappear. To bring them back, you make sure you select any cell within the table. Another advantage is that once a table is created, it comes with integrated sorting and filtering options. These are the filter buttons with the arrows we see on top here in the header row. When you click on any arrow, it gives you the sorting and the filtering options. We shall look at how we can do the sorting and filtering in other sessions. And if you don't want these filter buttons to appear, you come to Table Design here. In the Table Styles option group, you uncheck the filter button. If you uncheck, they disappear, the buttons disappear. To bring them back, check the box. Similarly, we can change the appearance of our table by using all these options provided in the table styles options. We can hide the header row by unchecking it here. To bring it back, you check the box. We can bold the first column by checking the first column option. You can also bold the last column by checking the last column option. Unbold, you uncheck them. Also, we have the banded rows and banded columns. These are alternate colors we see on rows and columns. For instance, now we are seeing alternate colors on rows simply because banded rows is checked. To put them off, you uncheck it. Bring them back, you check the box. Similarly with columns, you can bring the alternate colors of columns, make them banded by checking the box, or put them off by unchecking. Then also still under table styles options, we have total row option. This total row option, it gives us quick totals or the aggregations within a table. For instance, if I want to get the totals of the balance here, simply check the box total row, you'll be able to view the totals. You can also move these other totals by choosing none here. Similarly here, if I don't want them, I choose none. To bring them back, you simply click at the bottom of the column, and from the arrow here, you choose the aggregation you want. For instance, I can again choose average here. Then I come under any text column and I choose the count. Here, I can come here and choose count. To put it off, you come back to table styles options, then you uncheck total row. Another benefit we have is that Excel tables provide us with automatic table expansion to include new data. If I want to add an extra row here at the bottom, I can just keep pressing tab on the keyboard. It inserts an empty row automatically. If I continue pressing tab, it inserts another row. So you can see that when you keep pressing tab key on the keyboard, it keeps adding extra rows. To remove those rows, press Ctrl Z to undo to remove the inserted rows. Similarly with columns, if I want another column inserted here, I come here, I insert any column I want. The moment you type and come down, you get a new column inserted. You can press Ctrl Z to undo. Also, we can resize our Excel table by using the resizing handle here at the bottom right corner of the table. When you put the pointer there, you're supposed to see the diagonal double arrow. Simply click and keep pressing the button and drag to resize the table. Release the button. So you can now see that we have left out all these rows and they are out of our table. To include them again in our table, click there at the bottom of the table. When you see the arrow again, click and drag to incorporate them back into the table. Also, Excel tables provide us with an option of calculating table data easily. For example, if I want to compute a calculated column on the side here, I simply come and type the name of the calculated column. Let's say balance, bonus. Then I come down and type the formula I want. Equal sign. I want to add a bonus of 500 on each row. So I get the balance, I add the bonus, and the moment I press enter, the formula fills all the rows up to the bottom automatically. So when you press enter, you get all the rows filled. Excel tables also provide us with an option of using slicers to make the filtering. If you don't want to use these filter buttons on top here in the header rows, you can create slicers to ease in the filtering options. To do that, you make sure you select any cell within the table, come to table design again, Then in the tools group here, you come to insert slicer. The moment you click on insert slicer, it gives you the insert slicers dialog box. From these options, you choose which fields you want to use in your filtering. I can, for instance, decide to filter by region and by gender. So now I'm going to get two slicers which I can use to make the filtering by gender or by region. I click OK. So I get the two slicers. One which is for, can first adjust the height. I bring also this, can also adjust the height. So I can use these slicers to make the filtering within the table. For instance, if I want to view only female customers, I click on female. It gives me only female customers. Similarly with males, I can click on males. Then it gives me the male customers. Put the filtering off. You click on this X, you get back all the rows. Similarly, you can filter by region. For instance, if I want to view only customers from England, I click on England. I can be able to view only England customers. Put the filtering off, I click on this red X. Also, Excel tables give us options of removing duplicates from our tables. To do that, click on table design. Again, in the tools option, there is this option, removing duplicates. So we can first identify our duplicates here. Let me highlight them. First highlight them, Liam. Okay, we have Grace and Grace here. Then Liam and Liam here. So to remove these duplicates automatically, simply select any cell within the table, then come to table design, tools group, then remove duplicates. When you click that, it brings the remove duplicates dialog box. Make sure my table has headers, because we have headers here is checked. Because we want to consider the whole row, we make sure all columns are checked. So you click OK. So here it has identified two duplicates, and these two duplicates are for Grace and Liam. When you click OK, you'll see that now we have remained with one Liam and one Grace. So that's how we can use Excel tables to remove duplicates. You can undo by pressing Ctrl Z. You get the rows back. Also, Excel tables provide us with easy formatting options. We can change the styles of the table by simply coming to table styles here. When you click this arrow here, it gives you a gallery of design styles, and you can change the style by clicking on any to change the table design. From this gallery, we can set a default table design. Like when I inserted this table, it inserted the table with a default design. But if I want to change the default design, you come here, choose any design you want, right click it, then from the options provided, you choose set as default. So when I choose set as default, next time I insert a table, it will use this option. You can also clear this table design style by again coming to table styles group here, then click the arrow, come down up to the bottom, then click on clear. And note that this clear option only removes the inbuilt table formatting. That's why this design, the color yellow, has remained, because it is not part of the predefined styles within the table design style options. So to bring back the table design, you can undo by pressing Ctrl Z to bring back the table design. Lastly, we can convert this Excel table back to regular data range. But before we do that, it is always better we first give it a light design by clicking on table design. In table styles group here, click the arrow, then click on none. It is always the first option. There we give it a light design. Now to convert, we have two ways of how we can convert. The first way is right-clicking in any cell, then click on Table, click on Convert to Range. The second way is clicking on Table Design, then in Tools group, click on Convert to Range. Confirm by clicking Yes. You get your Excel table back to regular data range. That's why even the slicers we had created have also disappeared. Let us stop here for this session. If you have found it useful and you are new here, kindly support by subscribing. Like, share, and comment. Let us meet in the next one. Thank you.